I am so happy to be here. I'm so proud to represent Shopping Annuity and Market America. Who is so excited about what's going on with Shopping Annuity now? Oh my gosh. We are going to explode. We are going to grow and hit all those pin levels that we're trying to reach. It is amazing how exciting things have changed in the past couple years. I actually registered my business in 2014 when JR and Carl Eklund were just rolling out the Shopping Annuity. So I automatically started adopting it. It was actually fun because my family got involved. I had my teenagers go around the house with me, and we actually shot some videos about how we can take all those negative products out that don't pay us a paycheck. So why would I ever want to buy them anymore? Because I own a business now. So what I did was we went through each room of the house, and we took the products that we weren't going to get paid on and donated them to a local charity foundation. And then we replaced them. We made orders with our BV products, #1. So whatever we couldn't do with BV products, whatever we couldn't replace, we would go to our IBV products, our partner stores. But BV, oh my goodness, we used Royal Spa, there's Fix shampoo, isotonics, TLS supplements, there's so many products, heart health. There, you can literally go through your whole house and, Snap shampoo, Snap cleaning products and Snap laundry detergent. There are so many areas that you can earn BV. So 500 BV per month was really not a problem at all. In fact, we surpass it every month. And what we do is every month, we add another product in because we are so excited about all the new products that are coming on. Oh my gosh, how you guys like the new Isotonics Essentials? Wow, oh my gosh. That is gonna totally take my business to a whole nother level because I love TLS, and that's how I've grown my business with TLS customers. So I am so excited to actually bring that to them when I get back. I want to step back and just tell you a little bit about how the BV products, especially isotonics and nutrition, has meant the world to me in my life. My son actually had a very life-threatening situation in March. 4 grand mal seizures in 14 hours, and then he went into a very serious condition that almost took his life. On the 3rd day of being unconscious in the hospital, I rolled out my isotonics. I didn't care what the doctor said. I did it behind their backs because I knew, I'm a nurse, I'm a registered nurse, so I knew that it wouldn't hurt him at all. So I rolled out the OPC3, the ORAC, our heart health. He had trouble with swallowing that, but he was able to swallow most of the isotonics. And I'm happy to say that after 3 days, he started coming back. In 7 days, in the midst of being transferred from one hospital, Mercy flight jet plane, from Binghamton University Hospital all the way to Erie County Medical Center, he was able to get out of the hospital in 7 days. That is the quality of our products. So guys, that's where it all started back in 2014 when my kids and I and my husband actually got involved in filming quite a few different YouTube videos about converting your spending into earning. Because what we're doing is we're just trying to show people that this is something new. You guys, you've never heard about isotonics. You might not have heard about it, but I'm going to tell you about it. And I actually did lots of videos about how to tell them about the qualities and the superior value to our bodies for isotonics and all the SNAP and all the different products that we have, especially with the BV and IBV. We went through our closets and switched everything. We actually made a really great video that labeled everything in our house BV, IBV, BV, IBV. It was really fun because we got so many inbox messages. What in the world are you doing, Michelle? I thought you were a nurse. And I'm like, well, this complements what my goal is, my passion. My passion is Market America and to spread the word on trying to help people help themselves overcome their health challenges without having to have those medications with side effects. Now, whenever I did talk to people, and as I've grown my TLS business, I have made sure that they consult with their doctors first. So, but I am so happy to say that I have actually advertised many spotlights with my TLS clients throughout the year where they have gone off medications. I have one client that is in her 60s that has gone off all of her insulin, blood pressure medicine, her cholesterol medicine, and now, thank you. She's never been able to move better. She's exercising again. She gave me the biggest heart-filled hug our last coaching session that she really feels like she has a new lease on life. She brought me to tears because I'm like, I know, that's what it did for me. I actually love OPC3. We buy it by the bottles because that helped me with my migraines and vertigo. And a lot of the other products like digestive enzymes with probiotics actually have helped my husband get off all of his acid reflux medications, and we're tapering down his blood pressure. So why wouldn't you want to proclaim to the world with social media? Because they're looking for options. You know, they want to get off their medications too. They know they're hearing about the side effects. They know that pharmaceutical companies are doing a great job in trying to stay ahead of the advertising with the doctors to just pass them a medication. And now people are actually being encouraged to look at their wellness as opposed to just dealing with disease process. So it's all about prevention. So I love where we are taking Market America and all those great new products, isotonics, essentials. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm going home. I might even order it when I'm driving. My son will drive because I'm going to be ordering it. I am so excited because they're in the packets. So it's going to be so much easier to grow. And of course, I'm going to have to do another shopping annuity video because that's how I proclaim. That's how I actually can show people in a more social environment, a more social way. I don't want to sell. I want to share. I want to share the benefits of our products. That's what gets to the heart. That's what JR and Lauren are all about. I thank you so much for all your time and for being here. I am so excited I've never been really on stage up until this conference, so it's my first time. But thank you. But the shopping annuity has really truly changed my life. I've been working hospice nursing for the past year, and I see how much cancer is coming through our doors, and with people in the 30s, the 40s, 50s. We even had we have a 25-year-old on our floor for the past couple months with brain cancer. And it just breaks my heart because I wish I could have known her before this all happened. I wish I could have changed her life. But now I know what to do. I know I can go out and reach people that I can change their lives, and so can you. So let's all go out. Let's do some social media. You know, social media is the best version of advertising right now, besides word of mouth and, you know, building relationships, of course, that's number one. But social media, even if they don't like it or comment on your post, they're watching. They're watching. I've had quite a few clients that have come to me in the past year that have been watching my journey and just kind of watching what I'm doing, and I've engaged with them, and now we are changing their lives. So I have a great team, and I'm so excited to build our shopping annuity. It's going to be even easier with paper products and shampoos and toilet paper, well, the toothpaste and all that stuff. So there's no reason to hit your 500 BV every month. Oh my God, go for the 1,000, because you're going to be helping your team get commission checks. You're going to be helping JR and Lauren hit their dream of filling this field, this whole Coliseum, with directors. That's my goal. Is it your goal? Let's do it. Let's make JR and Lauren and the executive team proud. Shopping annuity is the answer. Just find your passion. Find where you can make it convert to convert your spending, change your buying habits. We have lots of BV. We have lots of BV products, and we have a lot of IBV stores that you can go out and buy your products and get paid for everything you do. God bless.
So I'm so excited to talk to you all about how we have embraced the shopping annuity into our family model. And what I'm going to tell you is you have to live this business first. It's the only way you can ever talk about this business is if you're actually living it. And I'm going to give you some examples of how we've embraced the shopping annuity with our entire family. So it's me and my husband, Tim, and my 3 beautiful girls. And this past winter, for their birthdays, we asked them what they wanted to do. And they told us that they wanted to go to American Girl. So we took them to American Girl, and we, had lunch there, and we played with all the toys, and we took pictures of all the favorite things. And we came back home, and we opened up our computer, and we placed our order so that we earned 2% cash back and 4% IBV. And let me tell you, my kids were not kicking and screaming when we left that store. See, they understand this is how we get paid and we get our team paid. And so I have my own why, but our girls, they have their own why too. Even my 4-year-old, little Natalie, she knows this business is her ticket to Disney. And so when you bring your whole family into the business, this is also what happens. I was picking up Madeline, my 8-year-old, from her creative writing extracurricular activity after school one afternoon, and we're getting ready to go. I take her hand, we're walking out, and she's like, "Mom, look, there's Miss Furman." I said, "Yeah, okay, what's the big deal? We see Miss Furman all the time." She goes, "Mom, the business." So I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "She shops online all the time." I'm like, "Oh, girl, you are my mini-me. We are prospecting together." We also live the business by using the product. Our family uses over 800 BV of product every single month. And you know what? Because we use all this product, we can talk about it. And we do use social media, and we share product testimonials. So last winter, when my uncle, who was diagnosed with MS over 10 years ago, came to me and was really feeling the progression of his illness, we talked about different supplements that could possibly help him. And we lined him up with these 3, the multivitamin, OPC3, and vitamin D. And why this was so huge, for the last 10 years, doctors were struggling with getting him to be able to absorb vitamin D in his body. And after less than 2 months of using our Isotonics vitamin D, his blood work showed his levels in a normal range. So this isn't about Heidi and Tim going out and bragging about all the products, right, from our business. This is about sharing how we are able to help so many other people, and that's really powerful stuff. And the other way that we maximize our shopping annuity is we shop through our site. I'm not going to go give Stop and Shop my money. I can go through our one-cart stores or Jet or Boxed, and we take pictures and we post this stuff on social media. And we're not posting as salespeople. I am not a saleswoman. I am Heidi. I am a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a therapist. I'm a Shop.com owner, and I'm a consumer. And so that's how we post about this business. And so we show everybody all of the wonderful products we can get through Jet. The organic salmon, the beautiful produce, right? And then I can go to wine.com and I can get my summer selection of rosés, right? So we eat, drink, be merry, earn cash back, get paid residual income. It's all good. This past November, we bought a new home that needed wall-to-wall renovations. And so we went into Lumber Liquidators to find those hardwood floors we were going to lay. And then we went back to our portal, and we found Lumber Liquidators as a partner store, and we could get those floors for $1.05 cheaper per square foot, okay? We needed 1,600 square feet of flooring. So that means we saved over $1,600. There are those floors all stacked up, right? And so Listen, that was my ticket to not feel guilty to do all of the renovations in our brand new home, okay? Which we also pushed through our site. We went through Wayfair, Jocelyn, Maine, Birch Lane, Horchow, all that stuff, right? And we're posting about this. And so people are asking us, like, how did you do this? Your home looks beautiful. Yeah, and I got paid to do it. So we never miss an opportunity to push BV, right? There's no excuse, right? And so as a new UFO, when you're posting all of these things, you're getting a lot of attraction. You're generating a lot of curiosity. And I know when I first started my business, I was so concerned that I was going to run out of people to talk to. And Ryan Stack said to me, Heidi, we're going to teach you how to brand yourself and draw visibility to your business. And you're going to have people coming to you asking you about your business. And I was like, wow, he is a smooth talker, but okay. Look how well he's doing. I am going to do every single thing that he tells me to do. I'm going to be a sponge in this business, and that's exactly what happened. But, you know, before I earned my first commission check and I would talk to people, one most popular questions they would ask me was, well, how much have you earned? So what do you say to that? There's many ways to make money in this business, right? Even before your first commission check, you're earning your cash back. You're saving a ton of money. So I can open up my Raise app and I can show them how much I've saved, almost $750 since I launched my business last March. And that shows them that these are all the things that I was going to buy anyway, and this is off of just one of our partner sites, right? Just one. Now imagine, we've got over 3,000, how much money I'm saving my family. This is a no-brainer. So that reluctance to spend the $400 for that fast start entry into the program, well, I put that back in my pocket, plus 3 years of renewal fees, okay? So it's really not a question anymore. This business is what we need. We also talk about the shopping annuity in terms of an investment. And so we have traditional investments, and then we have our residual income. And so I started working when I was 21 years old, and my father hammered home to me, you know, Heidi, you have to make sure that you're investing in your 401k. And I did that. And after 16 years, we have a respectable six-figure sum of money put away for, you know, that magic day. And last year, at my full-time job, one of our financial reps came in that manages, you know, those portfolios, and he met with me, and he was really excited to tell me that if I continue doing everything I'm doing, I didn't tell him about shop.com, but if I continue doing the traditional ways, I can live for 7 years once I retire. 7 years. I was like, wait, is this a joke? 7 years? I work 40, I do this, you know, and I get to live for 7? And here's the other piece. At my full-time job, we are now in year 2 where we are not able to offer any employees an increase in their pay. Well, luckily, I started my shop.com business last March, and so I tallied up some numbers, and I made a post on Facebook that when I looked at what I made in 2016 and then what I've made so far, 6.5 months in 2017, I've given myself a 234% increase. Building the shopping annuity for us is also inviting everybody into our home. Our team gathers with us. We do corings, we do trainings. There's my little Ella taking notes while mommy talks, right? And this is a regular occurrence. And we do HBPs, and sometimes we even invite Ryan down to share the wealth. We also decided Southeastern Connecticut needed to be on the Market America map. So we launched a UBP just a couple months ago, and we're going strong. We've got we average 11 new prospects seeing the plan every month. Let me just back up. My clicker got stuck there. Okay. So the more you live the business, the deeper your belief builds, right? And so even though we were doing the business, we were going really strong early last year, our belief was cemented when we attended our first convention here in Greensboro. And just before we headed out, we were actually feeling the summer blues a little bit, you know, a lot of prospects being distracted with summer vacation and the kids being home. And so when you're feeling down, you call up, right? So that's what I did. I called Ryan Stack, and he said, get to convention. It's coming at a great time for you. So that's what we did. We got in the car, and we drove down to North Carolina, and we were knocked off of our feet. We were just blown away. We thought, you know, there was going to be a lot of yay, rah, rah cheerleaders, you know, pumping up the business, but it was so much more than that. It was the inspiration. It was all of the product knowledge. It was seeing people advance to different levels, like so motivating, right? And then Sunday morning, we were in this arena just like you are right now, and we saw our pictures up on the stage as part of Ryan and Sarah's presentation on the new generation of growth in this business. And it just resonated with me. It was like, oh my gosh, they believe in us. Of course we should believe in ourselves. And so we heard the message loud and clear, no ticket, no money. So we bought 20 tickets to Miami. And we brought 20 of our business partners with us down to Miami to continue to duplicate that knowledge. And by doing that, this is what happened. We hit Senior Master Coordinator exactly 52 weeks into our business. And while that's so great, we couldn't have done that without doing this. We got so many of our partners to coordinator, to executive coordinator, and we continue to build. And you know, I listen to a lot of audios, and I've heard Jim Winkler say, it's not just where you are right now, it's really important to talk about where you're going. And so we say out loud all the time, now we're headed to professional coordinator, so that the people that we're prospecting in this business know that they can then be a part of that growth with us. So I encourage you to make the commitment to your business. Remember the feeling that you're feeling right now. This was my letter of commitment that I wrote after Greensboro last year. God bless.
All right, I have 10 minutes. I don't have 10 preaching minutes. I have 10 actual minutes. I want to talk to you about something that's twofold. I want to expand a little bit more on my shopping annuity lifestyle, and then also some keys in building a winning team that's sometimes known as recruitment. So how can a single black female average 514 BV every single month? I get very creative. I don't have time to share all of my tips, but I have a fun one I want to share with you. The dishwashing crystals. Those last 6 years. However, I use them as a whitening for my whites in my washer. That's really good. The Snap All-Purpose, that pink berry smell and stuff, oh. Pre-wash, not only just for everything in my home, a pre-wash for my laundry. And when I run out of shower gel, I don't run and get bar soap, it becomes my soap. So I use, mix, match, I compound my products, I be very creative, I'm always looking for recipes to really make it go further and stronger. We do have the best products on this planet. And my lifestyle is just a testimony of how mathematically, I've saved nearly $4,000 annually because of the savings with the shopping annuity. One more story about the shopping annuity. This is a very personal one. I've got a dear friend and UFO that should be here today. She's never missed a convention. She's fighting a very advanced stage of rare stage 4 lung cancer. Last 15 months, I've been honored to be the transport and the Uber to her radiation and chemo treatments. Let me tell you something about that aloe. This is firsthand, amazing, powerful information. going to and from the radiation every single day for 8 weeks straight, Sheila was the only one that did not have mouth burns and did not have physical skin burns from the radiation treatment. It was very intense. And she probably sold aloe to every nurse and doctor in that treatment center. It doesn't get any better than that when it becomes very personal. So let me switch gears for a few moments. I just want to share about building a winning team. I know that recruiting, prospecting, and sponsoring is very scary to many of you. I know it's one of the basic fundamentals that we shy away from, and sometimes a lot of our insecurities come out. But I liken it to me, I'm a bleeding heart social worker, and I will always be. When I was recruited into the 45-year plan, I was told by all of my counselors, mentors, coaches in the corporate world to go to school, get a good job, get advanced degrees and certifications, find a career, invest in a 401k plan, and diversify your portfolio. For the next 45 years, start a family, build a home, get that white picket fence, 2 dogs, and live happily ever after. That American dream that I was recruited for the 45-year plan, turned out to kind of be an American nightmare. Just keeping it real. 5 years into my 45-year career plan in corporate America, I was a victim of workplace sexual harassment from my senior partner, my director of operation. I was actually on track to become the CEO of a very large youth-serving organization. And I had to go past this guy. And I decided at that moment I would never compromise my values. I would never compromise who I am. And then I gently declined the offer to become the CEO of that very large youth-serving organization, and I decided to go on a journey to entrepreneurship from that moment. Being a point guard in college, it was amazing because I was the floor general, and the team that was built around me, it took a process of 4 years for us to have a winning season. Through those 4 years, we had to regroup everyone. We had to rebuild the team. And for any athletes in here, you know what that feels like. You know what that's like. It's no different from this business. When you're building a winning team, sometimes you have to rebuild. Sometimes you have team members that fall away, and it hurts. I know that. None of my family or friends support me in this business. I built it from the ground up in Arizona with just the cold market. But you know, I fell back on my social work skill sets. All I had to do was transfer what I already was doing in the helping profession, attaining a master's degree and all those advanced certifications, and transfer those skill sets over. So I want to share 3 important essentials to building a winning team. The first one is that recruiting and building a team is both a skill and interpersonal communication. It's important that we practice, it's important that we attain the skills that it's going to take to be successful. So early on in this business, I had on auto repeat, back in the day, it was Andrew Wiseman's Learning to Talk in Themes. I would go to sleep to that audio. And so each time we evolved and enhanced in this business, I would just transfer what I was hearing on that audio to how we were advancing. So learning to talk in themes and then also learning to be very relational, personable really became a game changer for me, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And then when you have earned the right to speak to them, then they will listen. The second is I'm a huge fan of Jim Rohn, and he talks about the law of averages. He talks about the law of probability. He talks about the law of even skill building. But he also says what you lack in skill, you can make up in hard work and numbers. I may not be as talented as many of you in this auditorium, but I can guarantee you I can outwork you on a good day. So be encouraged. You can outwork anyone in this auditorium. You just got to put the time in. You've got to put the grind in. You've got to go through the no's. You've got to go through the process of growing up and maturing through our insecurities, through our fears, through our emotional obstacles, through our scheduling obstacles. I don't accept excuses. You know what an excuse is, in my opinion? It's a well thought out lie. That's what an excuse is. So my team knows. I'll listen to you and I'll ask you, is this a personal appointment or is this a business appointment? Because I can turn on my social work hat. But if you're coming to me complaining and with excuses and it's a business appointment, I've got zero tolerance. My mentor, Robert Kiyosaki, for the last 11 years, gets into my face and my grill and he says, Trina, you need to stop being Mother Teresa. You can't save everybody. They have to be willing to save themselves. And because of that, I attracted a great team. The last thing I want to talk about is the fruit of patience and long suffering. Because sometimes things come years later. 12 years later, my business partner and I, Ina, were nurturing a contact that was on both our names list, and he was a bishop and a pastor. 2.5 years before we reconnected with him, he had been teaching his church financial education and elevating their IQ. By the time we spoke with him and converged and told him about the shopping annuity and shop.com, 4 days later, he was at the UBP with 7 of his members. In the last 5 weeks, 7 of them become UFOs. My Canada team is here. Through Robert Kiyosaki, I was able to go to Canada with him and recruit an amazing team from Canada. Started with 1 UFO, and now we're in 4 provinces in Canada, because that took years as well. So again, this information is going to marinate, meditate on it, internalize everything that you've heard. Allow some downtime when you go home to unplug. Have a meeting with yourself first and talk about how you can look in the mirror and improve who you are before others follow you. Because people want to follow others with vision. They want to follow people who are going places. If you set yourself on fire, the world will come watch you burn. Fake it till you make it, that's very real. Create yourself a bio of someone you want to become, and you will achieve it. God bless you and have safe travels home.
You don't have to give me applause. I'm going to tell you something right now. The people in this arena today, you are the die-hard unfranchised owners. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here today. What a fantastic weekend, right? Fantastic. I'm blown away. When Andrew asked me to come out here and talk about recruiting with the shopping annuity, I thought to myself, how do you recruit with the shopping annuity? Well, how do you not recruit with the shopping annuity? And I was thinking back, this has been an interesting weekend, looking back 25 years from the beginning of the business. And I kind of had an advantage, I believe, coming into the business. This is our 9-year anniversary this month, being in the business. And when we started, it was just at the beginning of the shopping annuity, and the shop.com wasn't even on board yet, but we were going into the internet marketing part of it. And so for us, it was kind of easy. But I remember back a few years ago when the shopping annuity, the term shopping annuity was coined, and we started calling it the shopping annuity. And I was on a conference call with Andrew, Elizabeth, and JR, and I think Jim Winkler may have been on it also. And we were talking, and I said, I think people aren't getting it. It's not that complicated, but for some reason we're not getting to enough people. They're not understanding what you're trying to do, which is basically what they already do anyways. But those of you who've been in the business for a while know what I'm talking about. Back in the day, not too long ago, I heard Len talking about maximum versus minimum. Most of us were doing what Kevin talked about last night at our breakout. We were doing our auto ship, our transfer buy, and maybe a little bit more. And that was never the intention of JR's vision. It was for us to be able to buy everything and anything through the mall without walls and transfer all of our spending into an income that would be huge and we could all make a ton of money, right? So I said, I think we need to get people together, JR, and do a boot camp sort of a thing and get people to understand this. Let's get the field leaders to come and do a boot camp. And he goes, Carl, I would love to do that, but I can't do it because if I require people to come and pay money to another event, they'll lynch me. And I said, I'm telling you, I think they'll come. And he goes, we can't do it. It's 1 month before World Conference. They will string me up if we try and do that. I said, I think they'll come. And he goes, okay. And Elizabeth said, he's right. They won't come. It's too close to convention. Jim, I think you said the same thing. And I said, I think they'll come. And JR goes, okay, Carl, I'm going to tell you what. If you think you can get them there, let you do it and let me know if you can get them there. Within 1 day, had over 100 people. Elizabeth had 100 the next day. We had 200 people in that room, didn't we, Jim? We could have sold 1,000. We could have got 1,000 people there easily, right? So we went down to Puerto Rico, and we had a boot camp. And it was really just to explain, you're already doing this. Let's all just get on the same page. And we're calling it the shopping community, but it's basically your life, right? So we go down there, and I remember I was talking, and I said, I don't understand why everyone doesn't do this. And Jim yelled out from the back of the room, they don't understand it. And that is it. That was an epiphany for me. Because the only reason everyone doesn't do this is they don't understand it. Would you agree? They're already doing it. So you're all here because you want to make money. You want to make a 6-figure residual income, correct? Somehow someone got you in front of the business plan. You looked at it, correct? And you said, this is genius. Why wouldn't everyone do this, right? And you decide to start your business. And then what happens? What's the hardest thing you have to do? Get people to look at it, right? They think you're crazy. So I figured it out. The problem is we're not explaining it right. And we're not doing the things that we need to do, which is educate our new people. When you get in this business, here's the problem. You get in the business, you understand the shopping, someone's explained it to you, you're going to convert all your money right over to spend it, right? Or take all your money, convert it through shop.com, you're going to make an income. You come in with good intentions, right? Then you go online for the first time to buy your toilet paper, paper towels, garbage bags, and toothpaste. Good intentions, right? You go to Target, maybe, and you type in garbage bags, and 433 options pop up, or 1,000, or 400,000, right? I'm not the only one this happened to, right? So you whittle it down, and you finally find the garbage bags that you like, and you put them in your cart. And now you go on paper towels, you type in paper towels, and 333,000 options pop up. You whittle it down, you find your paper towels, you put them in the cart, right? Now you've got 2 items in your cart, you've spent 45 minutes, you keep going. I'm not making this up, am I? So you do this, and you finally get your shopping list done. This happened at our house. My wife spent an hour and a half that first time putting that list together, and then she pushed the wrong button and the whole thing disappeared, cart's empty. Now, why am I sharing this with you? She's gonna kill me later, but why am I sharing this with you? We all had to do this, right? We didn't used to buy our toothpaste and cotton balls and Q-tips online, right? First time you do it, it takes a little bit of time. Second time, you go back and remember what you bought. And then you go back in and you add a few more items. It might take you a little while, but not that long. Third time you go back in and do it, it doesn't take very long at all. By the 6th time, you go to jetterbox.com. It knows everything you order. You say this. It takes 10 minutes. That stuff's on your doorstep in 2 days or less, right? That is how it works, though, right? And you would think, why would anyone do it any other way, right? But the problem is we bring a new partner on. We don't sit down with them and go through this process with them. They sit down and start pulling their hair out, trying to do that the first time. That's why I was blown away with what Mark was talking about yesterday, where this is headed, where people are going to just grab the items, put them in their cart, and buy them, right? But for now, get with your people, sit with them, and educate them on this business. Teach them how to do the right stuff. And then I was thinking, well, we love the shopping annuity, and it is the easiest way to explain the business, correct? The shopping annuity is easy. You take your spent money, convert it over. It's easy. You now make an income. But most people can't explain it. Why is that? I loved what I heard Lauren talking about yesterday. Practice. You don't get in the NFL without practice. Everything takes practice, right, to get good at. Andrew, you should probably practice driving, but. Everything takes practice. So my advice would be, sorry, I couldn't resist. the shopping annuity is simple. The shopping annuity is the future. All you need to do is get good at explaining it. And we're talking about recruiting. I loved hearing what I heard Heidi say up here about a 401k. When I sit with people to talk to them about our business, I explain an annuity first because most people do understand what a 401k is. Would you agree? But then I'll ask them, do you know how much you're supposed to save in your 401k to retire? They have no idea. No one knows. No one has any financial background at all. So when you tell them it's $1.6 to $2.2 million, their jaw hits the ground. Because most people have a few $100,000. And the funny thing was, for her, she can live 7 years when she retires. And she's doing everything right. Most people are doing everything wrong and they don't have anything saved. So that's why if you can get their attention with the annuity and a 401k and then explain how all we do is simply take the spent money that they have to spend to live and turn that into a long-term investment like an annuity, it's genius. And that's why the shopping annuity is the answer. It's the easiest way to explain the business. But the problem is you have to practice, 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 practice. Get better at it. For some people, I'm sure we have attorneys in here, engineers, teachers, all different walks of life. You didn't get proficient at that profession in 6 months. Would you agree? Most of you went to college for years to get a degree, then you went out into the workforce and it took several more years to get proficient at that profession. Is that fair? Is that a fair assumption? But people get in this business that can pay you way more money, and in 6 months, if they're not rich, they curl up and die. Practice, practice. Get on accountability groups. Practice. Show up to everything. Every time there's a business presentation in your area, get there. Listen to other people until you're better at it than they are. That's when you hit the home run. That's when your business explodes. You know what the problem is? I know what it is for a lot of people in here, and this has been an interesting weekend for me, sitting here watching. A lot of people, you'll listen to your family, and they may not believe in you. Your friends, they may not believe in you, or they'll question why you're doing this. And you start to question yourself, and you don't believe in yourself. You don't know, can I make it happen? Or you start questioning yourself. I got news for you. I believe in you. And if I can do this, anybody can do this, because trust me, as Big Al always tells me, I ain't that good. Just go out, make it happen, practice, 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 and let's fill this arena with directors and above. Thank you all. See you all.